What's up YouTube, General Tony here, coming back with a Town Hall 8 farming base today. Today we're going to be changing it up once again. Over the past farming bases, trophy bases, war bases, hybrid bases that I've made in my previous videos, you will see that every single one of them consists of a speed build. So it's me showing you how to build the base, and then sometimes I show you some defensive replays with it as well. So today I'm going to change it up. I'm not going to be doing the speed build of the base. This is the base on screen right now. So I'm going to go to the full opacity of the screen. Sorry, full capacity of the screen, just to show you what the overall look is. So as you can see, it has every single thing a Town Hall 8 has within it. So I am Town Hall 9, but I haven't included any Town Hall 9 features. So all the Town Hall 9 features are below and haven't been added inside of the base. This is basically one of the best Town Hall 8 farming bases I've ever come across, that I've ever used, ever seen in my Clash of Clans experience so far. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in, and I'm going to take off all of the defensive features and the structures which are within it, and we're going to start from the bottom. So guys, we're back, and this is the raw base. It's got just the walls in place to show you how symmetrical it is, and just showing you the even sides of all four corners. This base is going to allow you to save your loot and pretty much spread them out as evenly as possible throughout the entire base, causing your enemy several problems when trying to take your loot. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is place down the storages themselves. So we've placed down all of the storages within the base. The Dark Elixir is clearly centralized, 2 gold storages and 2 elixir storages are also centralized, and then you've got 1 more gold storage and 1 more elixir storage, which are a little bit more in the open, but they're still within the boundaries of the walls, so they're going to be very hard for the enemy to take all 7 storages in a single raid. It's literally going to be extremely hard unless they've got maxed out troops. The first thing we're going to go ahead and place down after the storages are now the wizard towers, which will be the first defensive structure within this base. So all 3 wizard towers are now placed down, and these are the most important defense that you could ever use with a Town Hall 8 farming base build. The reason for this is farmers usually use barbarians, archers and or minions. So they're the 3 troops you use, and the wizard tower can not only attack all 3 of those troops, unlike the mortars or cannons, but they can also do splash damage to those troops as well. So you can see in front of each wizard tower there is a valley, a single tile valley leading into the wizard tower. That's going to allow that wizard tower to take out every single troop within that valley with 1 shot if they're a high level wizard tower. So if there's 100 archers inside of that little valley, it's going to take 100 of them out at the same time, therefore protecting the storages and taking out the enemy as quick as possible. Following this, we're going to be placing down the mortars. Alright guys, so as you can see, all 4 mortars have been placed down. They're very evenly spread across the base, allowing complete coverage of other defenses, the storages, the collectors that will be on the outside of the base, and just the base as a whole. If we zoom in, each mortar is pretty much in contact with the other. This will allow complete coverage of the entire base, 100% coverage by mortars, allowing any foot troops to get splash damage by these bad boys. After this, we're going to go ahead and place down the archer towers. So all 5 archer towers have been placed down. As you can see, there are 3 wizard towers, so we've replaced the 4th one, which you will receive at Town Hall 9 with an archer tower at Town Hall 8. The other 4 archer towers are centralized. Now, similarly to the wizard towers, the archer towers have a very, very, very important role within a Town Hall 8 farming base, and that is to take out any larger troops, anything like the queen, the king, a P.E.K.K.A, a dragon. Archers do severe damage to these troops in comparison to any wizard towers, anything like that. If you've got 4 archer towers shooting at an archer queen, they are going to take her down so fast, she's going to have no chance of taking any of your loot. That is the main reason why they're centralized. You don't want to put them on the outside of your base like a lot of people do. Archer towers are vital when using farming bases or just trying to protect your town hall or anything like that. It's better to put cannons on the outside, as I believe they have more hit points and they only shoot at foot troops as well. The archer towers have the complete range, larger range. They can take air and ground, and their arrows are a lot stronger. So centralizing the archer towers is a very smart move. The next thing we're going to go ahead and place down are the air defenses. So all 3 air defenses have been placed down directly next to the wizard towers. This is going to allow them to be protected by the wizard towers and also by the archer towers and the mortars themselves. As you can pretty much see, they are touching each other, so they are covering the majority of the base. Of course, there are only 3. You get the 4th one once again at Town Hall 9, so 100% of the base isn't covered, but about 75 to 80% is, thus allowing pretty much the enemy to struggle when moving any air troops into your base. Anything like minions, balloons, dragons are going to struggle, especially if you have highly upgraded air defenses. Now we're going to move on to the Teslas. So 3 Teslas have now been placed here, here, and here. All 3 Teslas are there to cause distraction, so if they get into the layer, into the first layer or the second layer of the base, they're going to be going for those mortars. We want something to pop up and distract them from taking out those mortars, as those mortars are vital within a farming base, as I said previously, because they use barbarians, archers, minions, all those sorts of foot troops and small air troops. The final defense which we're going to place down inside of the Town Hall 8 farming base now is going to be the cannons. So all 5 cannons have now been placed down. You can see 4 of them are in separate corners of the base, and 1 has been added to this corner as well, just because we have 5, and you want to pretty much spread them out as evenly as possible. The cannons are going to be the first line of defense when an enemy comes to attack your base. Of course, they are pretty much the most poor defense that you are given in Clash of Clans. They can only attack ground troops. They're not slow at firing, but they're not that optimal. They don't do splash damage, so you want to put them more on the outside. Similarly to the storages, they kind of act as meat shields and will allow your wizard towers or anything else like the Teslas, the mortars, the archer towers to go to work at those enemy troops. So they are the furthest defense from the center of the base, just to pretty much distract the enemy and try and take a lot of them out with other defensive structures like the wizard tower. So everything else we've got now is either traps, the Barbarian King, or just general structures, as well as the Town Hall. We're going to go ahead and place all of them down, and then I'm going to talk you through why I've placed them in these strategic places. Alright, so we're back, and the entire base has now been completed. Everything that is available at Town Hall 8 has been placed down. The army camps, the elixir drills, the research center, all of the collectors, the Barbarian King, and every single trap is now placed within the base. So the Barb King has been placed near the Town Hall just to protect it, just to cause, basically, in case the enemy doesn't want to go for the Town Hall snipe and they do want to take out your base, you want a distraction near the Town Hall just so those mortars or those wizard towers can go to work and pretty much take out as many troops as possible whilst they're going for the Town Hall. The traps have been evenly spread across the entire base. All the air bombs, there are 1 in each corner to deal with minions and balloons. There are air mines pretty much in each half of the base. All the little bombs are spread out across the entire base. The spring traps are in front of the first cannons that are leading into the first layer of the base, but not in the valley which the wizard tower is defending. The reason for this is you don't want any traps to be wasted. You only want to use them when required. If the wizard tower is able to take out the troops, then you don't want to put traps there to take them out for him. Big bombs are in front of the Teslas. This is going to cause a further just troop loss to the enemy. The clan castle is pretty much centralized just above the dark elixir storage. You can switch the dark elixir and the clan castle around. I wouldn't advise it though. It could cause a lot of people to attack from the north corner if they see that the dark elixir is a little bit closer to that corner. You want to pretty much centralize it to create just to create an atmosphere for the enemy so they don't know which side to attack from. It's going to be better for you in general. They're going to struggle to take more of your loot. All of the remaining buildings have been set out across the entire base very evenly just to create a sponge and cause the enemy to take it from different angles, allowing your defenses, your mortars, your wizard towers, your archer towers to just go to work and take out as many troops as possible before they enter into the base. And of course, last but not least, the Town Hall is near the mortar. Reason for this being, once again, the mortar is going to go to work on those troops in case they decide not to just go for the snipe and they do want some of your loot. The mortar is going to take out a lot of those troops attacking the Town Hall, so it's going to pretty much make it harder for the enemy in general. So guys, this is the last look at the Town Hall 8 farming base. It is very successful. I suggest you use it. Give it a try. Comment below if you do try it, and then let me know how it does. Any features you change or anything like that which you think or feel would make the base even better than it already has. Of course, nothing is perfect. You're never going to find a base that can't stop a 3-star or that can provide protection across the entire amount of its loot. It's impossible. There's always going to be someone that comes along with max troops and just completely wrecks your base. Of course it's going to get 3-starred, but then again, of course it's going to get 0-starred. There's always going to be a base which can get 3-starred, 0-starred, so it just depends on the enemy. In general though, you want to pretty much try and make a base which can do it in between, protect some of your loot as best as possible, and as well as that dark elixir. That is very vital. Centralizing it is a must in my opinion. Share and favorite with your friends if you can, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily Clash of Clans videos. And as ever, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for many more videos to come. Peace out.